year. Kenya know that if they win this match, then they are booking a ticket for Madrid as well. Kenya locked and loaded right from the off. Patrick Odongo, he'll wear number 11. Vincent Onyala will captain in the number 4 jersey. Kevin Wakesa, such a force, wears number 6. Germany leaving some of their bigger names on the bench to start with, such as the captain, John Dorr. We'll see him later on. Interesting to see Max Roddick is available for selection for Germany. He was listed as injured yesterday. He may get a chance as things progress in this one. The quarterfinals between Germany and Kenya coming up. It pits so many alliances against each other, so many of these Kenyan fans here based in Germany, so they are at least with some foot in both camps, but wholly in terms of the colour, in terms of their vocal support. It is all for the Shuja pride. Evan Orosmendi of France, our referee in the middle of this one. There is Pablo Fehu and Clemens van Kronko, the brains trust behind this new German team. They took over only last September. How they'd love to fight for promotion to the World Series again by making it all the way to Madrid. They have to win this one to keep that hope alive. Up into the morning skies here at the Dante Stadion in Munich, where Bayern Munich used to have a rugby club and they used to play their matches here all the way back in 1927. So much rugby history in this place. Here they come. Hufnagel gets things moving, bringing in Tim Lichtenberg, and one of the big boppers who they rely on so much, Chris Ume, plays scrum half. I want to see him running into red jerseys in this one. Ben Ellerman, another force to be reckoned with in that front row. He gets used early on, and this is a good drive through the middle of Kenya and all the way to the house, through the air. Germany begin with a bang in the quarter-final against Kenya. Makonnen Amokwedi, the man who took flight to do it. Easy afters for Hufnagel this. 7 to the good, and that is so direct. Taking Kenya on at this type of rugby that they're known for, and Makonnen Amokwedi, just his second tournament in national colours for Germany. On the score sheet again, 3 for the competition. Tap back from Kenya, Patrick Odongo. They know they need to keep a watchful eye on this man, Germany. Ball goes forward, penalty to Germany. Niklas Koch asks what's next. He's told to hoof this into the stands around the Dante Stadion.
Come on, please. Kenya.
Pablo Fehu not giving much away there. Koch, Ellerman. Koch now gets it. Max Hyde pops it back on the inside. Back in Kenya's hands, though. Kenya topping their group yesterday. 3 wins from 3, including a tight victory over Chile. Germany, meanwhile, lost a very close encounter against Uruguay in the last match of the day. Wonderful performance from Uruguay to come back against Los Teros. Kenya not finding a way through in these early stages. They might now by battering down the door. Now here come Kenya, and here comes Patrick Odongo, and he sees green grass in front of him. The hype is real around this man. It is very real. Patrick Odongo levels up the match. Firstly, a couple of busts through the middle. That was brilliantly done. Initially from John Okoth, and then look at the elegance of this man as he glides over the grass. Another try to his try tally, and it keeps on increasing in this Challenger Series. 13 for the season, over just 2 events. He didn't play in Montevideo. Germany under pressure now. Kenya flaring their nostrils again, and there's a chance here. Okoth. He did well, didn't he, to open up Germany's defence. It's a very organised defence. They cover well, but they can't handle physicality that the Kenyans are offering, and they'll skate in for another. This time, Nigel and Maitza zipping round the edge. Kenya go bang, bang.
One more effort.
But these missed conversions may prove costly. Nonetheless, Onyala knows what he's doing at every point on a pitch. And Maitza was on the same prayer sheet. Now there's a little more relaxation to the dancing. The tension's eased somewhat. Oh, that's nasty. And this is going to be time off the field. This changes things significantly. Only a yellow card for Kevin Wakesa. Colin Amakwedi taken out, and hopefully his shoulder bore the brunt of that rather than his head as he came down to the turf. He is up again, Amakwedi. Wakesa out of action for 2 minutes. Momentum swings in the direction of the Wolfpack here. 7 against 6. The power play is on. Amakwedi might be the man on the edge to punish Kenya. Hyde. His element. For such a powerful man, he offers so many different skills in attack. Keeps that in 2 hands. Ume was the man to have to go in. Here's Hyde. Kenya patient. And they realign. But Germany will go through phase after phase and keep the ball happily. Element now has a chance here. Goes for the high fend. That was to the face with an elbow. That also looked nasty.
Peter, I have a potential serious foul play, maybe leading into the head with a high degree of danger. CMO check, please. Yes.
Here we go, Ben Element looks to get the fend, but that's a forearm to the head. And then a arm around the head after John Okoth tried to go for a second shot. This is not looking good for Germany.
In the head, high degree of danger, right down.
No choice at all for Evan Orozmendi, and Ben Element is off for the rest of the match. What was a challenge against Kenya has become a whole lot harder now. 6 against 6 for the next 50 seconds whilst Kevin Wakesa has to see out his sin bin. And Kenya will just want to play things sensibly perhaps until then. That's never really in the Kenyan DNA when it comes to sevens. They'll go from wherever. They'll challenge teams, however many are on the pitch. They'll kick this long. Might turn into an opportunity for Germany, and they'll need to get points here before Wakesa comes back on if they can. Lichtenberg. That's a good step, that's a good break, and are they going to score here? The support is there. It comes in the shape of Lichtenberg. Hyde goes over to the wing, and Makwedi will take flight again. Dishing up more flying lessons for Kenya. And they do take the lead despite Element's red card. Well, which way is this one going to end? It is thrilling at the moment. Makon and Amakwedi gets a second.
Half time? Okay.
This is important too. It sets off in the right direction, but not quite enough. Half time, and somehow Germany have risen from the canvas. Amakwedi doing what he has to do. That was smart finishing. On the scoreboard, but down a man. Ben Ellerman's red card leaves them with 6 against 7. Kenya
Deliberate. For me, you deliberate.
with that superiority. Surely they'll make that pay over 7 minutes. If they don't, then this is going to be one of the great halves of German Sevens rugby. Don't go anywhere, anybody. They're going to have to play tactfully. That is their way, Germany. They're extremely well organised and their skill level is high, their fitness is high. They can keep the ball for minutes if they have to. That's with 7 players.
Advantage.
Taken by Koch. And it's Lichtenberg makes a break. Moving themselves forward slowly. Ume, his physicality is going to be so important. As well as his rugby brain here. Makon and Amakwedi is latched up. Can you have it? Now, where will this go? They engage the defensive line before whipping it over to Onyala. Onyala fights forward. Head down through a thicket of Germany players. Okoth. Change of direction. Holes will start appearing all over the shop if they can keep this ball for long enough. Okoth. That's a fight on the floor. Anton Gleitzer almost snaffled that one. Tanga at scrum half. Pause. Then they press play. Asati. Now Maitza. Worked that well, Asati and Maitza. Could easily have got sucked into taking contact, but they didn't. Okoth, he'll look to take contact. He often comes out on the right side of it. John Okoth bumping off Chris Ume. And Okoth scorches the turf after that. The big man does the damage. And Kenya retake the lead. Big John Okoth thundering through German players.
In front of me, please. In front of me. This line.
This time Kenya will add the extras. First time they've done that. Let's have a look at it. Okoth, Ume gets it all wrong, doesn't he? Doesn't see that the power's coming, and it's coming from on high, around those shoulders. And after that, Okoth falling to the floor. And then hailing the Kenyan fans. If things stay as they are again, for Kenya, it's a ticket punched to Madrid in 10 days' time. And their chance to get back on the World Series. Let's talk about how long they've been away. It's been a season after 19 years as a core side on the Sevens World Series. How they miss being at that stage. Jakob Dipper is on. His wheels are going to be needed at some point. That's lovely from Max Hyde. Boxed into their 22. Still a man down with Ellerman, of course, red-carded. 3.5 minutes to run in this one.
No. You catch him. No.
Hong Kong having done the business in the last game. It is all stacked against the Wolfpack right now, but John Daw, the captain, is here to try and problem solve. Tactically, the right option here, one would think, is to do what Niklas Koch is doing. Hammer this into touch. Kenya's
Time is off.
missing of those 2 conversions has kept Germany in this from their first 2 tries. It's a beautiful Sunday morning in Munich, but it is a tense affair for Wolfpack fans, as the German Sevens team is known. Hufnagel. Koch wrapping round. This is Lichtenberg. Takes on all comers, does Tim Lichtenberg. Jakob Dipper is with him. Koch, Hufnagel. Kenya's defence being patient, waiting for the grey jerseys to run into them, not overcommitting. Dipper beats the line, then steps away. This is wonderful footwork from Jakob Dipper. Koch, Dorr. Boxed into that corner, so they have to retreat. Hufnagel rides a good shot on him from Herman Humwa. Red jerseys not biting unless they absolutely have to, and Dipper invited that on him, and Meitzer did the honour. Dorr tries to stay on his feet, time running slowly, but ever so steadily out on Germany. They'll need to find this opportunity. They are going through the phases as they have to do. Dorr gets it on the inside. Lovely play from John Dorr. Niklas Koch has to go back to base, and that base is Tim Lichtenberg. He'll know what to do. Takes it off the boot. Dipper off Hufnagel. Now there's speed here. Jakob Dipper steps back on the inside. It's the youngster, the top marksman in the German ranks. Jakob Dipper strikes again, and we are all level. The hope is still there. Hufnagel has to knock this over. Feyu, the Spanish Sevens legend in the corner for Germany, off his chair. They've played that perfectly. It's through. They have the lead. 52 seconds to run. If they can hold on to this against all the odds. After this crossfield kick, well, that took everyone by surprise. Hufnagel had to wait for Dipper. He said, get to me, and then you'll do the rest. And Dipper does it.
Are you okay? Time on.
Taking it all the way to Madrid. They have to win this one to keep that hope alive. Up into the morning skies here at the Dante Stadion in Munich, where Bayern Munich used to have a rugby club and they used to play their matches here all the way back in 19... After this crossfield kick, well, that took everyone by surprise. Hufnagel had to wait for Dipper. He said, get to me, and then you'll do the rest. And Dipper does it.
Are you okay? Time on.
For over 7 minutes in this match, Germany have played with a man down. And yet here they are 30 seconds away from beating Kenya in this quarter-final and keeping their hopes alive, setting up a shootout with Hong Kong in the next round for who goes to Madrid.
First and second.
Ojwang, top scorer for Kenya here from day one. He's taking responsibility on. The Shuja Pride need to come up with something else miraculous now. Wakesa, they have, of course, a numerical advantage. 3 against 2 on that right-hand side. Contact taken. That'll favour Germany. They hammer through the middle to try and get that Oro. He has kept the ball. Penalty. Kenya go quickly. Humwa is hit so hard. Wakesa drops it. Germany swarming, but here come Kenya against Dorr. The feet are lost. It was a run-in for Kenya, but John Dorr somehow got back on his feet, and Germany are going to win this. A red card for Ben Ellerman, less them down to 6 at half-time. They had to come back against one of the best teams on the Challenger Series, and they've done it in Munich, where rugby began in Germany. Where Bayern Munich first got a group of players together as a football club to form a rugby team over 100 years ago. And the 2024 vintage have done all that history proud. And they've kept their hopes alive of getting to the World Series for the first time. What a story this German team are writing. They are exhausted out there. Niklas Koch with his face on the floor. For Kenya, well, all is not lost, not by any stretch of the imagination. Their chances still very high of making it all the way to Madrid. But how on earth did these